great victory at home against Girona, and my friend Nabil, he's here to talk about the game. The moment I met him, he said it was too easy against a second place team. Anything more to say about that performance?
No, just like overall, just a great performance, really. Just from the starting of the game, the first goal coming in like 6 minutes, and then that just set up the momentum. Yeah, just.
¡Hala Madrid! ¡Hala Madrid, español!
Yeah, that's how we're all feeling apparently right now. But no, as I said, the first goal inside 6 minutes, I think, set the tone for the entire game. And yeah, it felt pretty comfortable, Didn't really feel like it was a second place team, to be honest.
Definitely, man. I came here expecting a close game. I didn't expect 4 goals. Could have been 5, but Joselu missed his second penalty of the season. No, but you're going to skip the bad terms today. We're very delighted with that performance, especially in the absence of our centre-backs, man. All the 4 centre-backs were missing. Carvajal and Chamonix stepped in. And they were winning those aerial duels, those aerial balls, and that made a lot of difference,
Yeah.
How good were those two as a centre-back pairing, and did you expect that performance from both of them?
Yeah, no, they were pretty good. When I saw the lineup and when I saw Carvajal and Chouameni as our centre-back pairing, I was like, yeah, this could get ugly, I wouldn't really be too confident. But no, the way they played, I think they looked pretty confident. And as you said, they were winning the air duels, they were winning the challenges, they were winning the 50-50s. So yeah, no, it was a great defensive performance from them. I think we can just tell that by seeing how Lunin really didn't have a lot to do during this game, It just shows how good we were defensively, especially with Carvalho and Chouameni. So yeah, no, overall, very good game for the whole team, and yeah, we move on from here.
Oh man, definitely. Moving on from here is a Champions League game against Leipzig. But as you talk about the defense, the midfield, now Toni Kroos, we don't have, we are like running short of adjectives to describe him. How perfect he is, the crosses he was putting in, those diagonal balls. But even Cama today, he's one of my favorites player in the squad. He runs, he starts the attack. He's the first guy in, who has to put in that tackle.
Yeah.
Aerial ball he wins, he can dribble. He's just there everywhere. And the last FanCam, the guy, he just said he's the reason why Luka Modric is on the bench. Do you have any compliments for that performance that he put in such an important game today?
Oh no, it was a great shift from Cama. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, I think I would agree with the guy before. I think he is the reason why Modric is being benched. I think with the combination of Kroos and Camavinga in that midfield, I think they sort of really complement each other. Where Camavinga is the sort of the young guy who comes off and runs around, wins those challenges, and then we've got Kroos as well. Who's just gonna do his thing. Make those passes. The pass accuracy for Kroos is just unbelievable every game after game. And so yeah, the way they just complement each other, I think it's really good. And yeah, our midfield, if we're gonna go on and win the league and hopefully win the Champions League as well, I think Kroos and Camavinga are gonna have to play a huge part.
Definitely, I agree with you, man. Both of them will be very integral to our squad, especially going forward in the business end of the season. Talking about winning the league and a Champions League, if that happens, there's a guy, a 20-year-old guy who scored his 20th goal today, could win a Ballon d'Or. Jude Bellingham, a 20-year-old guy scoring his 20th goal in his first season at Real Madrid. I haven't heard that before. How was that? Yeah, I know it's your first game here. So how was it watching him at the Santiago Bernabeu and showing his magic, even though it was for 60 minutes, but he did what he had to do?
Yeah, no, it was amazing. Jude Bellingham, I think we're just running out of words for him, really. Because, I live in England, and back in England, everyone's really hyped about how well Jude Bellingham is actually doing. He's lit up the league. There's no question about it. And yeah, game after game, he just never really fails to impress us. I think it's so great. And yeah, just hope for more of the same from Jude Bellingham.
Definitely, man. And what's your best quality about? What do you find the best thing about him? Because, we expected him to be a midfielder who's going to complement Luka, Kroos, Chamonix. But the very fact that he's there at the right place at the right time, scoring goals, dribbling past keepers and scoring goals. He's running down the wings. Yes, hala Madrid, vamos Madrid. How good is he, man? Did you expect what Carlo Ancelotti is pulling from him?
No, I don't know. I think a huge credit has to go to Carlo Ancelotti. Because when he was at Dortmund, he had like eight goals or 10 assists or something in the whole season, and the way he's just used Bellingham, in that role playing behind Vinicius and Rodrigo, and then when they sort of drift wide, he just comes in the middle, and he's wanting those balls in the box, and then obviously then he's scoring all those goals. So I think Ancelotti has a huge part to play in how Bellingham has sort of played this season. But yeah, again, as I said, I'm just running out of words really for Bellingham.
And yeah, it's too quick, and he has enchanted us with his magic. One guy who's also enchanted us with his magic, 1 goal. Two assists, I would say 3, because that goal Bellingham scored, I feel should have been given as an assist. According to me, it was his best performance in a Real Madrid shirt. I know he scored goals in a Champions League semi-final, final. 2 years back, he was the one who changed the league against Sevilla when he scored that goal, which is very similar like he scored today.
Yeah.
Is he stepping up at the right time when we need him? Because he had a season full of ups and downs with the injuries. What do you expect from him in the business end of the season?
Oh yeah, I mean, he has a huge part to play there of the season. I mean, Vinicius Junior, I think he is stepping up. I don't think if we talk about players that play on his position at the left wing, I don't think there's many players that come in front of him. So no, I think he's going to be really important for us, especially down that left-hand side, and even just not necessarily on the left-hand side, because after we got Bellingham, he did sort of had to change from exactly, yeah. So he's sort of linking up with Rodrigo in a front two, and he has adapted really well with that. So yeah, no, I'm expecting big thing from Vinicius. I think he has to pull the team, and yeah, no, I think he'll do great things for us.
Definitely, man. The very fact that before the season, when we were talking about the system and Vinny and Rodrigo was our centre forwards, Carlo Ancelotti had mentioned that Rodrigo knows how to make runs like a number 9, but Vinny had to learn that skill, and slowly we are seeing that he has started picking up those skills. Before you go, last question: who was your man of the match today?
For me, it has to be Jude Bellingham. Has to be.
He lives in England, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. He feels like one of our own,
Comes from Birmingham, but he's one of our own. But yeah, thanks, man. Thank you so much for talking to us. It was great speaking to you, and the scarf looks good, man. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed your first experience.
No, it was really great, really good.
And you gotta say Hala Madrid before you go. So 3, 2, 1.
Hala Madrid.
Hala Madrid.